never said that in my life.
I know.
That's crazy.
All
right. So again, R. Kelly found guilty. Found guilty. R. Kelly. God damn it. You motherfuckers! I swear. Hold on. I had this.
Is this man gonna get life? Is that where that's
I mean, define life
for the rest of his life.
R. Kelly's like 54 or some
56
or something. 56. All right,
56.
So let's say he gets 25.
You say
that's pretty much his life. I mean, they might let him out.
Damn, bro.
Or the judge might throw him under the jail.
I don't think he's gonna make it. I
don't think he's gonna. You think he's gonna?
His best bet is probably to get, because they gave him racketeering charges.
Yeah, they gave him racketeering charges.
That's like a federal charge, right? Or is that because hopefully his best interest is he goes to federal prison opposed to state? Because if he goes to state prison, I think he's gonna be dead within like 6 months to a year.
So you're thinking about some Aaron Hernandez type of shit, or
I think it's gonna be that, because how do you have everything, lose everything? And like, you had an illegal harem of women, and now you in a prison full of dudes and sausages. Like, how do you?
But he was, apparently into that too. He did not discriminate. R. Kelly was looking for control of any situation. Like he played this out. Like he was more focused and more determined to have this situation with the young girls stay with him and be under his thumb than the music. Like he concentrated and focused more on that. The music was just like every few years I'll come out with an album and tour off it. But his life goal was to put these women, or sometimes girls, in a house and be able to tell them what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And we as people, our generation, us, this is all on us, because we watched this shit happen and did nothing about it. And
but how do we watch it happen? What you mean watch it happen?
Let me talk. Because it's you. Because it's definitely you. Because you're talking about people gave them a pass. Y'all didn't give them a pass. You turned the blind eye to it, because we all saw it. We saw it with Aaliyah. We saw it with the lyrics. We saw it with the sex tape. That was not a sex tape. That's child porn. If you watched it, you watched child porn. You knew damn well what it was when it happened. And what did people do about it? They made jokes about it and continued to listen to new music, knowing what was going on. So that's not a pass. That's turning a blind eye to it and acting like none of that is happening. And the only reason it came out now is because surviving R. Kelly, and we're in a different age. And thank God we have people that are under us who are all into the internet and canceling motherfuckers, and they will all group think to get this motherfucker out of here. And now finally we are at that point. But our generation, us, we watched it and stood by and did nothing.
I'm not taking the blame for this, sir. I refuse to take the blame for this. I'm not taking the blame for this. When I seen it, I'm not like into the trial. Oh, well, shit, they acquitted him. He didn't piss on her, or whatever the case may be. So
did you watch the tape? Did you watch the tape?
I watched the tape later. Like
no. Did you watch the tape? I don't need to know when you watched the tape. Did you watch the tape?
I didn't think it was a minor, sir. I thought it was just a sex tape. Like I'm being totally dead ass honest.
You watched that tape knowing who was coming out saying who that person was, that would determine that was a minor. You saw that little girl and said, nah, she ain't a minor. Or were you one of the people that said, no, that's not R. Kelly? Because there's those people.
To tell you the truth, I didn't care. I'm just being honest.
You didn't care if it was R. Kelly or not?
I didn't care if it was R. Kelly or not. I didn't know if it was a minor or not. I didn't care, because at the end of the day, it didn't come to light that he did that. Right or wrong?
It did come to light. It was in front of your face.
No, because they said that she didn't even come to trial to
that does not matter.
Right?
Did you see a little girl on that tape?
I can't see her say she was a little girl. You're not putting me out there like that, sir. I didn't know it was a little girl or not. I'm not saying
Did you know how old Aaliyah was when she got married to him?
I was a kid.
You knew Aaliyah was your age.
And I thought R. Kelly was 18.
All right. Then there's no point in having this conversation, because if you're not going to be real about it,
I'm being dead ass real about it. I didn't know the real age of R. Kelly back then.
This okay?
Let's.
So what you're doing right now is saying if we said R. Kelly pissed on a girl, you'd be like, "Well, define piss,"
No, I'm
because
not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say define piss. I'm saying that back then I did not know. You know what I'm saying? And at the
back
end of the
when,
day,
back
back
when,
back
when did you
then
know? Okay, when
when
did
it
you know? Do you know now?
I'm saying I guess I know now. I mean, if I know now, but back then, no, I didn't know now. I didn't know then. Dead ass serious, dead ass.
When
And was I
define
listening
then?
to the shit? When did this
When you
happen?
did
Like,
know, did you listen to R. Kelly after? My point is not to
yeah,
say that you're a bad person. My point is to say that our
no,
generation as a whole turned a blind eye to what we knew was going on because we're not of the era where niggas get canceled and terrible people do terrible things and everybody's not up for redemption. But the problem with R. Kelly is there's no redemption coming. He's been doing this
no,
forever.
there's no redemption coming. I mean, everything has came out, and like people saying, "Oh, he should get another chance," or no, no, hell no, no, I'm not saying that. Absolutely not. He shouldn't get another chance.
Can,
He
can I,
should
can I
be
say
put.
something on this? Can I say something on this?
Yes, please.
My
Yeah,
thing, my thing with Mr. Robert or Robert Kelly here, Kells, you know, all
Mr.
that
Robert
stuff.
Sylvester,
You know, is
Uncle
that
Robert.
like he made the remix to Ignition. So he's always gonna have a special place in my heart as far as his musical talent. But as a person, I can't stand it because I have there's a serious issue with people preying on young girls and just young people in general. And you know, there's the whole stuff about stuff that allegedly happened to him and his brother from an older sibling. And you know, hurt people hurt people. And so if we don't help each other out and try to heal people, you're going to constantly have situations like that. But with him, it was even worse because Aaliyah was my age. And so it was very confusing to me when Aaliyah comes out with an album produced by R. Kelly and it's called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
This
Then
nigga
you
standing in the
find out,
background, like
then
y'all
you
know what
find
it
out
is.
he's married. You know, he marries her. And I couldn't for the life of me understand that why he would marry Aaliyah at that time when on his album, on his label, he had Changing Faces, who were two beautiful black women that looked like fully grown women. Like
Not
they were
decent.
over the age, they looked nice to me. So I didn't understand of the three why you picked the underage girl who still looked like, you know, pre-puberty. Like Aaliyah back then wasn't like banging. She didn't have no body. She didn't look like where you would be like, oh yeah. So
Well,
that to
she
me
was a
just
child, so I'll give her
hold
a
yeah.
on,
pass
but wait,
on
hold
that.
on. You. So you're saying because I remember what her first. Well, I was in ninth grade or something like that. I
93,
remember
94.
93, 94. So I was like in
Yeah.
eighth grade.
Yeah.
So to you back then in eighth grade, Aaliyah wasn't fine.
He was a
I thought,
child. He
but
was the same
I
age.
thought she looked good.
Second
Okay,
graders think second graders is cute. What the fuck are you talking about? That point makes
As a kid, I can look at another kid and say, she looks great. She looks nice. She's 14. He's a grown ass man. And you got two women on your label Changing Faces that you just wrote a song talking about. Do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. And I'm like, I'm not sure why he's putting his attention to the 14-year-old. Like those things just don't make sense. As well as like later on him being called the Pied Piper. Well, the Pied Piper stole people's children. Like, what are you doing here with these?
led
Like,
them to a dark play. Hey, y'all coming with me.
yeah, I don't understand. Like, this dude's been doing this stuff, but here's the one thing, like me and Miss Spade we've been talking about. The thing is he had a bunch of enablers around him. So I
Oh, he
feel
had a
like
team of no, it's
yeah,
not enablers.
yeah.
No, it's a
so
team of motherfucking a crime syndicate around this motherfucker.
there are people who are complicit. His people in his camp, the mothers and the families who were bringing these children to them, talking about you got to get with Robert so that way you can actually get an album. And I would say to them, when's the last time Robert put somebody else out? Even like other celebrities coming out and saying like, I did think something was up. You know, it's just, there was a whole lot of people around who was just turning around, you know, looking the other way and allowed this stuff to happen. So yeah, Robert's going down. He's bad. This stuff shouldn't have happened. But there
Yes,
were
that
other
goes.
people. who have to look at themselves and say, why did you allow this stuff to happen? Like, in order for evil to dwell, good men just have to say or do nothing. And like, that's the problem. Sometimes you got to speak up and say something, and you got to stop some shit when you know shit is wrong.
Which goes to my point that we all, again, our generation acted like we ain't see what was in front of our face. Even still acting like we don't see what was in front of our face. Well, I didn't know how old the girl was. She looked, I mean,
I'm dead ass serious. You know, I don't be capping. I'm dead ass serious. At that age, I didn't know.
Like, at what age?
At the age where it came out to where he married her.
No, I'm not talking about Aaliyah. I'm talking about the tape.
And for the record, I never seen that video. I never seen that video.
Is that for the record or the truth?
That's the truth, and for the record.
I mean, for the record that I'm putting out there.
Let the record show. No, I'm like bad. He's a bad person. Did I know, or did I even care at that age?
That's what I'm getting at.
In my life,
people did not
probably
care.
No.
Right. And I'm not saying you're a terrible person for that. I'm saying we are all wrong for that because for some reason we had the blinders up. And this next generation that's coming behind us don't seem to have that same problem that we have. They see some shit, they're on it. They're on your head about it. They're like, get him out of there.
Yeah, get him out. He's out of there. I mean,
yeah, as far as the shit with Aaliyah, that was just how the fuck is this happening? I don't know what laws or wherever the fuck they're from. It seems weird to me, but hey, if he married her, I guess it's got to be legal, right? Especially if they're reporting it on the news. So those motherfuckers is responsible too. The media, everybody knew. The industry knew. They all knew they did nothing, and we kept stepping in the name of love.
I mean, but if you still have people as like Chuck D came out and was tweeting, oh, he needs another chance, we're just going to throw him away. No, he does not need another chance, sir.
They were on Chuck D's head about that.
Yeah, they're on his head.
Some people, everybody is not up for redemption. We saw he had chances because he got away with it, and he never changed his shit up. He never was like, yo, obviously I have a problem. Maybe I should go see somebody about it.
Look at the team around him of enablers.
Not enablers, co-conspirators.
Okay, co-conspirators.
If you knew your job was to go out there, no, stop. If you knew your job was to go out into the audience and find a 15-year-old girl, give him a card and say, hey, Robert wants to talk to you. Nigga, you set the shit up. You are part of the whole thing. Yeah, and you know what he's doing because I don't give a fuck what you say. All the people that are under the payroll know exactly what he was doing.
Well, they should be held accountable themselves. Everybody in his camp should be accountable.
Everybody. I think everybody who said they watched that video and said that little girl wasn't a kid should be held accountable because I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't hold me accountable for that shit.
What's really 15?
I don't know.
So wait. We got the verdict coming up in May, or not the verdict, the sentencing coming up in May. What do you think the judge is going to do?
I'm telling you, they about to give it to him
under the jail, and he has another trial coming up after this.
Is it a civil one, or is it just more?
It's more for the one of the tapes.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's going away. And like Spade said, he might not last that long. He might not last the full term.